Howdy gamers, old gamer guy here. This game kind of gets mediocre reviews in the store. I think it's sitting right about 3.6. But it is quickly turning into one of my favorite VR experiences so far, right up there with No Man's Sky and Gran Turismo 7. This game is very much like DayZ, if you ever played that game. I grew up really enjoying zombie-related stuff, and so zombie games always intrigue me, and I think this is a really good one, so I feel like it should be at least a little bit more appreciated. But as you might expect in a zombie game, eventually you're going to go down into the sewers. There are a number of missions in the street level area there in that neighborhood, and I was really enjoying that already. But this sewer level is kind of what prompted this video and made me want to at least try to raise some appreciation for this game. I should say right away, though, that I'm not really playing this game the way it is meant to be played, because it's meant to be a co-op experience, and I'm playing solo here. I am that type of antisocial gamer that will play a co-op game solo. I've actually been known to play MMOs solo, but I also have kind of a crappy internet connection, so for that reason I don't play much co-op these days. But as you might imagine, playing a co-op game solo can be kind of tough, so I'm actually on a lower difficulty level here. The lowest level actually flat out calls you a sissy, so I'm not playing on that level, but I'm on the next level up, which is called Survivor. But you can see what I'm doing here. I've got the map in one hand, and you can see what a maze the sewers are. And so I'm trying to navigate my way toward a safe house here. We can still see the safe houses on the map. Those are the red houses there. And this all by itself is a fun VR experience, in my opinion. You can see most of the zombies are slow. I think the upper difficulty levels just make more zombies run. Any zombie can just start to run suddenly, and then they might run for a while and then stop running. But even the slower ones will keep following you. So here I am at this door, and I need to drill through the lock, but I can see a crowd of zombies coming up behind me. And actually, I probably should have just gone ahead and drilled through the lock right there, but instead I am wasting some ammo. Although I guess it might not really be a waste, because once I go inside the room, this crowd of zombies will just stack up outside the door, and I will have to kill them anyway. But this is just a cool, immersive, tense experience right here, drilling through this lock, and I can hear the zombie shambling up behind me as I'm doing that. But now I'm in a safe room, and this is a respawn point. It's not a checkpoint, but I will respawn here if I die. There are some good things in here. There's a weapon, but I actually prefer the weapon that I am holding here right now, and I still have a good amount of ammo left, so I'm sticking with it. And this is what I was talking about. So when I'm exiting this room, we have a crowd of zombies outside, and so now I'm having to burn through some of that ammo that I thought was plentiful in my pockets. This zombie is about to puke on me right here, and once he does that, there's actually a filter on the screen that you can't see in this video, but the filter fades away fairly quickly. I think it was gone before I left the room. There you can see I'm putting a sight back on my gun, because in a fit of genius level micromanagement, I took that sight off. But now I'm continuing on my journey, and I guess I'll talk about some negative points here, because it's not all sunshine and roses down in the sewer. One major complaint I can think of right away is that sometimes you feel like you're kind of stuck on the environment. I got stuck on some body bags up in the street that I should have been able to just walk right over easily, I think. You can also kind of feel like you're stuck when zombies are around you, and I guess maybe that's the game conveying the idea that the zombies are grabbing you and keeping you from moving. But it's never a good sensation in a video game to feel like you're stuck and you should be able to move. Sometimes there's not a clear indicator of damage except for the screen turning red right there. So that's kind of another minor complaint. Our friend on the radio is directing me toward a bridge area in the sewers so I can get out of here. But of course, things are just not going to be that easy.
Access denied.
Access denied. So now I have to find a lever to get some power to that bridge, I think. And of course I need to reorient myself on the map. And while I'm doing that, zombies are shuffling toward me. So it's all very tense, but I continue on my merry way and I find another safe room and I actually locate another weapon here. I'm starting to run out of ammo with my primary weapon now, so I'm going to go ahead and just drop this thing on the floor and drop this bit of ammo there. We'll pick this up. It's got a red clip, which means explosive ammo, but don't get too excited because I'm about to die. I got a little turned around. I had to backtrack, and then I got surrounded by some zombies. I felt like I was kind of stuck in the environment right there. I had zombies all around me, and I'm dead. There is friendly fire when you have co-op friendlies with you, but I don't think those explosions were actually hurting me. But here I am now back in that same safe room. The stuff that I dropped on the floor is here, but there's actually some new weaponry here, I guess because I took some of the stuff that was here before. So now I have another weapon here available. I don't have as much ammo available, and none of it is explosive, so that's unfortunate. But you may be able to notice that my hand is shaking a bit there as I'm holding the map, and I think you may notice going forward in the video that my hands are shaking a bit more than they were after that death. But notice here as I'm walking back out into the area that there aren't very many zombies around. The game sort of clears out the area for you when you die, and it gives you a little bit of a breather when you re-enter the world so you can get back up to speed. But it is not long before I start running into zombies again. And we're going to have another awkward encounter here because I am going to accidentally hit the wrong button and drop my gun. I put a filter on the screen so you can see a little bit better. But you can see I picked up my gun incorrectly. I was able to shove the zombie away a little bit, but I thought, well, I need to drop the gun and pick it up again. But I can't get the game to acknowledge that it's there. I stand up and I'm inside the scenery for a moment, which makes the zombies lose track of me, which is good. That probably saved my life right there. And yeah, now I'm able to shoot my way out of this situation. But that was almost another death. I almost killed myself running through that cloud. And now I'm going to crouch down and try to use a health spray, but I accidentally dropped that. I finally get it done, and now you're going to see me shake my head ruefully because I'm just on the edge of disaster right there. You can see my hand shaking very badly as I'm looking at the map and pressing on. But look at this. I've reached another safe room. I found another weapon with explosive ammo. So things are looking up. You do drop your weaponry when you die, by the way, so if I made it back to my dead body, I could pick up the stuff that I dropped. But never mind that, because here we are at a situation that might be the scariest thing so far. if you have ever played VR, you know about the sensation of depth perception that you get when you are wearing the headset. So as I am navigating this pipe here, I'm actually experiencing vertigo. You can see my hands kind of shaking there. And I don't really think of myself as having vertigo, but while I was doing this, I had a weird tingly sensation in my torso. I would guess that my heart was probably beating faster. It was just a really weird sensation crossing that pipe. You can see my hand shaking as I'm shooting this lock. And now I have to throw this lever, but you can see there's really no other way to go. So I have to go back out over the pipe again. So you get to watch my hands shake some more. But yeah, this was just a lot of fun. That noise there that kind of sounded like cannons going off, or maybe some drums. That was the game saving. I would still reappear back in that safe room, but that was the game saving right there. Like I said, the safe rooms are not checkpoints. But yeah, you can see my hand starting to shake again. I'm getting close to the other side, so victory is at hand, but I still could fall off and die, so I'm still being really careful. And look how my hand is shaking when I when I get the map out. I really wish Sony could drop the price on PSVR2, because PSVR2 has made gaming seem brand new again to me. It sounds cheesy, but it's true.
Shit! Reactivating the system must have opened some locked passages. Clean the area and then move on, quick!
So now I'm backtracking through an area that I cleared before, but some gates that were closed have now been opened, and some zombies have been released into the area. So I've got to make my way back toward that bridge and just try to survive the journey. You can see my hand still shaking. I do manage to reload my gun here. I had to put the map away to reload, and then I can stop and get the map back out again. I guess if you were playing with other people, you would just have one person be the navigator. But playing this game solo, for me, is just a lot of fun. You can see there's very little HUD on the screen. It's very simulation-oriented in certain ways. Awkward in certain ways. Sometimes it's hard to get the game to register an object so you can pick it up. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting stuck in the environment. So those things are definitely minuses. But overall, this game is up there for me. It is up there with No Man's Sky and Gran Turismo 7 and Resident Evil 8. There are things that I wish they would improve in a sequel. This is an older game, so it's probably not going to get major updates at this point. But as it is, I think it is a lot of fun, and especially if it goes on sale, I would recommend checking this out. I think full price it's only like $25 though, so it's not exactly an expensive experience. Like I said, this is an older game. It was on PC first, and from what I've read, it was kind of released in sections, and so as it went along, what I've read is that it seemed like the developers were getting a little better and better at what they were trying to do. So the roughest part of the game is at the beginning, and then as it goes along and you get into new areas, then things get a bit smoother as you go. And so far, going from the street into the sewer, I think I can see that happening. So I'm hoping that that will continue, and the rough parts of the game will be a little bit less obvious as I go along. But I'm really, really enjoying this. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Not really sure what's coming up next on the channel. There's no game on the horizon for me right now, so you may see some more of this coming up. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.